game one ever happened, Avery?
I don't think so, Austin. They got absolutely destroyed. They got dumpstered. They got taken out back, put in a larger dumpster, dropped in the river, floated out to the ocean, where someone blew a hole in the dumpster and it sank down to the Marianas Trench, where they were then fished out by James Cameron, only to be put in a submarine and sent back down there. That was an incredibly dark joke, but they ended up there nonetheless. And you can't forget it, Austin, because you have to learn from your mistakes.
Okay. Okay. All right. Redemption time?
That's right. Liquid are a team that is capable of learning from their mistakes, so I expect better here. And honestly, Austin, on behalf of all the Liquid fans, I demand better.
Yeah. We demand better.
30 seconds to battle.
I don't think teams are... don't want to hear that from fans, but...
As someone with no personal stake in the company of the players, the team, the 8 coaches, the 20 support staff, or the 500 media personnel, I demand better, Austin. And it's my right to demand that because I am a Dota viewer.
Yeah, you're a Dota viewer.
Ultimate power.
Dota viewers typically don't pay for merch, pay for the broadcast, are really wishy-washy in their support of a team.
For TI, a lot of years. Nobody would be here without
They bought a lot of cosmetics in Dota.
Well,
let's not say they supported TI. We'll slow the roll on that.
One man's interpretation.
95% of them bought a lot of shiny cosmetics.
Will be liking their hats.
All right, matchup wise, is this better? Are we looking at a better system of like what is this mid Razor that's going on? We see counter to Lifestealer, I suppose, but.
Honestly, I feel Razor has been the most consistent hero of the last 3 or 4 years in terms of never that broken, but he's never that bad. Always pickable in almost any patch.
Okay. Dire's top tower is under attack.
I think that says something. I think Razor should get a nice round of applause.
Dire's courier shall carry no more.
Should appreciate that.
Like Razor's just keeping his nose to the grindstone, head down, working hard, patch after patch to be relevant.
Can you remember a single patch where you were like, oh my God, they have to nerf this Razor. This is out of control. Do you remember ever a patch where he was the worst hero in the game? No. He just goes to work day in, day out. An honest man. You know what? Razor pays the mortgage. That's what I'm saying. A mortgage paying hero. So I feel like this is another patch where he's just solid. He's good. I think he's even slightly above average, maybe.
Okay. And in this game, is he paying the mortgage or
terrible Razor? I mean, honestly, I don't think his Lifestealer matchup's that good with the Ags. The Storm matchup's pretty bad. You can link to Sand King, but Sand King in general just wants to sit in his thing anyway.
Yeah, I don't think he cares.
So yeah, I don't think it's actually that great of a Razor. You have Link Song combo. Cool.
Yeah, you do got that. They've got some heavy magic damage in this bottom lane. It's time for Saberlight and Boxy to win their lane.
I agree. I demand it.
I demand a lane win out of these two because they've got the Burrow Strike blast off combination. He took the secret sauce on techies.
Also, I expect Insanity to rotate either mid with the Storm 6 or bottom through the gate early because you have a Lifestealer, you can leave him independent, and Enchantress is the best roamer in Dota. There's a lot of potential for Liquid to get off to a faster start here than that game one.
You're wondering how Boxy got low. He just used Blast Off immediately when Satanic used Mirror Image, which has the same cooldown. I don't know if this is his game plan. He didn't hit Satanic, but he instantly killed the 3 illusions.
Goes out to Dire's courier.
I don't know if that's the game plan for the rest of this laning phase, but I guess we'll have to wait and see.
This is yet another PARIVISION draft, though, where you have a bunch of your Go Shove, right? The Darkseer, the Naga, and you have your pick off, Disrupt their bat, a bit damage to their Fenor. It's the same archetype, man. Like, they're not going to stray too far from this. At least Liquid have the ability to fight it a little bit. Tanking, mid lane shove, great AoE control in the fights, and you have some pick off and jump a Storm. I think the Storm will fit them a lot better than the Queen. Queen is a hero you
How would
play
they
when you're executing well.
Okay.
Takes a bit of finesse because she doesn't give you stun and hard lockdown. Can be a little slow with a big cooldown that can punish you if you mess it up. So you have to execute the hero well, and she can really shine.
I see. So you're saying Nisha is too washed to play?
Yeah, he needs like a, the nursing home hero. Storm Spirit.
Right before you head out to pasture.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
DM almost dying. Mickey keeps up with them, gets a couple more swipes in. He's just going to run him all the way down through the mid lane. Finally get the kill. Okay.
Much like Cornwood before
Did he actually get experience for that?
Right near him.
tower
Okay.
is under attack.
Well, I guess he'll get level 6 faster than the Razor.
Yeah, he's well ahead of him now.
Next time.
That was great for Liquid.
Say, Enchantress.
That wasn't great, but
Well.
the rest of it was great. They have the 2 highest net worth heroes in the game. The Storm is going to be 6 well ahead of the Razor. Mickey delivered him a gift box. Just a little bow on it. And hey, they're not losing the offlane, Austin.
Yeah, I mean, they're not winning it either.
Yeah, Saberlight's still the last net worth core, but not by a huge margin.
Okay.
That's improvement. I told you they'd improve.
Yeah, they are. Let's see what you're saying.
Get all the CS too. Ooh. And just like that, Saberlight is ahead of DM.
That is satanic.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
I assume with Vanguard builds, he's just going to be maxing out Sandstorm and just shoving this wave in over and over again, which should free up Boxy at some point in time to rotate, which he seems to have already done to mid lane.
And, also looking to head mid, but he's going to run into 3 of them.
He's
Gonna burn out.
Yeah, he will try and survive a little bit longer through the heal, but he does eventually die.
The map movement for Liquid in the series has been really frustrating for them. Like, they make all these moves, and PARIVISION are just sitting there waiting for them. Remember the smokes from last game? It's like 2, they just went up a hill and they were just already there.
Yep, yep.
Something about it is not working for Liquid. They have to sync it up better, and the firepower. Maybe you just expect PARIVISION to be ready, so you overcompensate. As DM's going to go through some Ancients here, dodging this lifesteal lane. A lot of Ancients on that stack, man. Well, Insania was trying to get in there, but long timing on it.
Might try again here with a Warpine Raider leading the charge. And if he gets in there now, DM's pretty low.
Really
He could
timing.
get a lot of experience out of this. He throws down a ward. He sees some of these Ancients.
He's going to go in now for sure.
Yeah,
Just want to leech some
time to
that
go,
beat.
time to go. He might even get a kill if he... No, well,
Chuck that pine cone.
yeah, get him with the Pine Cone. Wah!
Oh, he actually almost killed him.
Yeah, 70 HP.
Get this Ice Shaman.
Maybe he gets the
Like
Wisdom
axe,
Shrine.
The dire
They lost.
structures
One
cannot
of the
be
big
hurt.
reasons it
Axe
snowballed so hard
observes
against them last time around is
carnage
they
underway,
lost the
and
Wisdom
Radiant's
Shrine. Mickey, he gets bumped out of it, and 9 class will collect. Now, Mickey getting the kill on DM is the Wisdom Shrine of its own. Mickey is trying to give him the infest on Insania. Nisha's going to come over, and they certainly have enough HP and damage to collect all these kills. Liquid are the ones to take over the tempo now.
That's
I left my
easy
headphones
cleanup
in
for
your
Nisha.
backside.
Galvanized stacks, amp damage rune going to work. Got the Darkseer as well. Rotation that has worked for them in the series. No one needs a pause. He's like, wait a minute. He's playing Dota now?
Liquid already has more kills than they had in all of game 1.
Yeah, they do. This is just so greedy from DM.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. You had no business being there.
This is also going to be a really obnoxious duo. Early on, the Batrider can do some things against Enchantress because the build up of sticky napalm, but this Enchantress, Nature's Attendance combined with Lifestealer Infest, Insania is going to be in your face. He's going to be on your side of the map a lot.
I mean, I think both these supports from Liquid are them saying we want to be able to win the early game harder and not have our
Radiant's
supports
top
fall behind
tower
or
is
be
under
liable.
attack.
Enchantress
Dire's
techies,
middle
you're not
tower
really
is
getting
not what it
stronger
used to be.
you go.
That is
than
for
these two
certain.
on the sideline. So far that plan is working out. We're gonna have to transition it a bit.
He walked past that ward. That's crazy. To sentry in the river, but I guess he was just barely, because it's nighttime, barely out of sight of the observer ward.
Oh, you didn't see it.
The red mist spreads at Radiant's middle tower.
Yeah, he didn't see it.
Obviously. Yeah, I'm saying he didn't see because of nighttime vision. He has enough mana to get a long zip out, so I think he's good here. And he can go back in. Pop the regen rune. Is it a play to be mid bottom? Or is it a play mid? Going back for Ducalis here. Foxy still has his blast off. Let's see if he can get a grab here. Pulls in no one a little bit, trying to disjoint. Blast off back into play. Flame break perfectly timed from 9 class. What a read. Countering the opposing 4 position's biggest play. No one is still going to die, though, as he had to run away from the incoming epicenter of Saberlight. And they will finally find that ward.
Man, that looked really cool.
Was pretty sick.
An awkward fight for PARIVISION. They have the Darkseer here, but he ends up doing nothing, basically. He's going to Surge Razor. This Surge doesn't really have any impact.
Tower is under
Vacuum, killing like an already dead hero. Just not that great a fight for DM, because the one downside of Darkseer in this lineup, you don't really have good targets to combo with. A Static Storm later on, but that's about it, right?
Yep.
And you don't have really good Ion Shell targets in the early game. I think the Bat Rider
Razor
can be okay in like the mid-late. And Razor is a good surge target, but in these early fights, the Darkseer is not. You don't have a Clockwork, you don't have a Tusk. His impact is a little muted here. Awkward position to fight in, for sure. You have Naga and Lifestealer both free farming.
Yeah, I'm sure Mickey is loving life, because he is pretty farming, kind of similar to game 1. He's getting more out of lanes this time around, but he isn't watching his team fall apart, unable to do anything about it. It feels like this time around he's going to be able to get Armlet Radiance and have a game to play. Game 1 felt like the game was already over.
Yeah, I'm sure this game feels wildly different for him.
Yeah, pull back in, mid-surge. He still has a little bit of movement speed to go. And that's enough to disengage, but does suck that his triangle just keeps on getting taken over.
This is good gameplay from Liquid. They're restricting a lot of PARIVISION's map. They're getting in their face, applying pressure at different points so they can't group up as much. And they have heroes that can stand on the lanes this time in the Sand King and the Life. Now they can make moves with the supports. That's the biggest thing that's created a difference here from that game 1. Their supports have a lot more freedom without liabilities being created in their absence. And that means they can go and play around Nisha a lot more. And he's having a better.
So we used to see Bloodstone on Sand King because of the Sandstorm, both the AV increase as well as the active was really powerful for Sand King. Do you think he still considers Bloodstone later on into the game? Do you think he considers Gleipnir?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Okay.
I think you're looking for Blink, Bloodstone, Shiva's, Wind Waker, maybe Lotus, something like this. Dispels are quite good here. Lotus 4 stabs are quite good because you are playing against Bat Razor and the Naga Net.
Yeah.
I could see him end up with a Greaves too if he wants to go more aura oriented. If they think the Storm and the Lifesteal have enough damage, I could see you do like Tight Greaves, Crimson, Sand King. But then you're shifting a lot of the damage onus to the supports in the mid, which in theory could pick it up. It's just a question of how much you want to deal with the Naga directly with the Sand King. If you want to do that, then you want to end up with this Bloodstone.
War has come to Radiant's bottom tower.
Either way, probably want to see Blink Dagger Boxy trying to clear out that mid wave. Ducalis is threatening him with the glaive. Bones is back now, but no one's in pretty deep. Nice static. Oh, that is just gorgeous from Ducalis. He's underneath the wall too, but I think they're only going to get the one support. As cool as that looked.
Yeah, it didn't actually do that much.
Yeah.
But it was nasty.
These heroes just had too much armor. The Razor could only do so much. Storm has high armor. Mickey, he's got an armlet, so he's got bonus armor. Titanic shrugs off the assault from Saberlight, no problem.
Yeah, he's got a lot of stats up already. I mean, this Infest is going to be something you have to think about as well. Like, you Infest this Storm later, jump on people. A really solid way to open up a team fight. As Satanic getting low again, but there's still nobody around Saberlight.
He's got a Vanguard, but that only does you so much good against things like Glimpse and the buildup of damage that Bat Rider provides. So he's got Burrow Strike, but he'll still be in range. Boxy will come in with a two-man blast off, and Sani's here as well. The long range sip from the first here does the big damage. Cyclops is already dead. The mines are going off. No one falls as well. Saberlight does actually bait in a 1 for 2.
Ah, well worth it. You'll sacrifice your life to snowball this storm for sure. 10 galvanized stacks. Hero and 4-star for Nisha. Looking strong. Get this storm a few more kills here. He's gonna start to pop off. There's not a lot of insta-stun available on the side of PARIVISION. It's basically the static storm, which he can itemize against if he wants to. And you have Infest to maybe bail you out a little bit if you're starting the fight with that, though that can be a bit dicey. Yeah. Much more comfortable game for Liquid. I think that goes without saying.
Dyer's middle
A lot of
tower.
mines around this area. I don't know if that class is really leading his team to a fight they want to take. Good static storm. Caught the storm spear inside the kinetic field too. Beautiful stuff. Though Mickey joining in on this fight. It looks like they got a glimpse back on him. Boxy's gonna get run down by DM with the guy on shelf. Still though, no one at half HP.
Sprites are with us.
Saberlight is not going to be able to survive, and Sania is just going to give up on it. And he only has level 2 impetus, so.
Man, Ducalis is owning these early fights. Like, these static storms have been sick. The glimpse on the lifestealer there to send him back to top. Big plays coming out of this disruptor.
We CS2 players now input lag every game. Yeah, the fact he gets the kinetic field and static storm.
That's a really cool static storm. He ended up static storming 3 heroes on 3 different elevation planes.
Yeah.
You don't see that very often, you know? Artistic, some might say.
And DM seems to know a lot about Counter-Strike. He says it's the same in Counter-Strike 2 with smoke. What's causing it? Like if it's from certain spells that are going
Probably
on.
the new Great Confluence patch to the servers. 8.0. Got it. All right.
Sure. Right around the corner.
That's happening. It's not conspiracy, all. It's real.
Dyer's middle tower is not what it used to be.
You know.
That is for certain.
The conspiracy is bound to
Structures can
DreamLeague.
take all the hurt Radiant cares to
Dyer's
heap
middle
upon
tower
it.
is under attack.
Well,
Radiant's
Mickey
top
got sent
tower
back
is
from
under
that team
attack.
fight due to nicely placed Glimpse Static Storm.
Big stack right now.
Dyer's bottom
So he
tower
didn't really
is under
lose much
attack.
farming time. As a result, he is still up on Satanic, but it's still scary that Satanic has been allowed to free farm, hasn't really been touched. They're going to go for Tormentor. They will take a lot of damage to get it, but they will get there.
Most favorite.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I guess the question is like, is the Tormentor worth it if you expend those kind of
As
resources
Radiant's
for
middle
it?
tower
Heal back up a
falls,
bit.
Axe's middle
worth it for
finger
sure.
rises.
Well, let's compare it to Liquid farming 5 different
The
parts of
red
the map at
mist
the same time.
spreads at Radiant's middle tower.
Doing Roshan. Really?
Not that bad.
No, it's
middle
not.
tower is
You do
under
not want to
attack.
get caught in this pit against Sleep Static Storm. PARIVISION get an
Dyer's
inkling of
top
what's happening
tower
here.
is under attack.
They gotta see some of this, right? Yeah, they're coming over now.
That was an ambitious Roche. I'm not sure about that call in general.
Which just has a chance to be able to pull PARIVISION into an area that they control and can fight around. After all, they wanted to make use of that Blink Dagger Static Storm cost, but looks like they were able to stop them keeping there for a second. Not get the infest off in time. Again, DeCallis' Disruptor has been completely disruptive to Team Liquid. Back and away to the corner here. Liquid, do they want to pursue?
They have no epicenter.
Okay, Saberlight does apparently, but he missed the Burrow Strike. He is in pretty deep here. DeCallis is going to die to the Storm Sphere jump at the same time. Saberlight, nice blast off. Boxy, these away from no one. Will make it. Oh, wait, no, it's not a TP, it's a gameplay. So they are going to be able to chase him.
He's Mage Slayer.
Yeah, they're running out of mana. Nisha doesn't have any. Oh, he had just enough to jump to the other side. And Xenia tries to battle it out. It's not good enough for him.
We got no one.
Oh, they still got him. He wasn't looking at his screen. Shock and surprise on no one's face. He could not imagine that Nisha had laid a trap for him like that.
I don't see. Does he mean that?
No way. He really didn't see it? Oh, that is so unlucky.
I mean, does he mean like it was bugged and it didn't exist for him, or did he just not?
No, I think he's legitimately saying
Dyer's
he
bottom
couldn't see
tower
it.
is taking many wounds.
Stania is saying, okay, let's go remake game 1.
I'm sure they would love that opportunity.
That's crazy. Didn't see last hit gift gold.
Okay, well, apparently there's just a lot of problems right now.
Hey.
Let's just go ahead and good all 10 players in production. You know, let's just hide that for now. Put it under the rug. I still kind of question this go from Liquid. It worked out, but I think conceptually, unless Boxy lands as big a spells as he did here, that can be a rough fight. Like, no one ends up cleaning this in the end, right? And I think there's a decent chance Nisha dies here.
Yeah.
You gotta respect the tankiness and the Mage Slayer damage reduction. Really good Mage Slayer game. Whenever this Razor gets a hit on the Sand King or the Storm, there's a lot of value there.
Much like cordwood before Axe's axe,
He just
Dyer's top tower is under attack. Has fallen.
He's a ghost.
the server, man. He's made his remnant invis.
Overall, though, that's a great fight for Nisha, and he's gonna get more ancient stacks poured into him. So BKB for the Storm is gonna be done here, and that is it's huge versus Static Storm, which is their biggest source of control. You have Orchid on the Naga that also didn't get to really be put to use once against the Storm. Really nice item timing Liquid can play around. Makes everything a lot smoother here.
It's going to be spooky time for PARIVISION. This Naga Siren, I don't think it'll really be able to provide the same impact that the Radiance Lifestealer does. I don't think the Razor is going to be able to keep toe-to-toe with the BKB timing of the Storm Spirit.
No, they need
So
the
this
BKB
little
on
window
the
is
Razor.
tough.
BKB Razor and Heart Naga would skew it back the other way a bit, but right now it's all Liquid.
Quick kill onto Takala. Looking for more. Saberlight almost hit a two-man Burrow Strike off of that. It would have been quite the providence there if he had just lucked into a Burrow Strike on DM as well.
Kickoffs, Galvanized stacks, didn't need to use the BKB into a Power Rune.
And they have vision on DM. If they kill DM, they could probably just go straight to Roshan here. Here comes the zip. Got him on the Burrow Strike. Chaining the stuns with the blast off. They've got him easily. Too much damage coming from the side of Liquid.
Not enough map pressure right now for PARIVISION. These lanes are not going in. Liquid are able to group up and they're not getting punished economically too much. PARIVISION are afraid right now. This Storm is doing what it was designed to, which is instilling fear in them, showing on the lanes, not letting them get it out as aggressively, forcing them into these side jungle areas where they don't want to be.
And they will go for Roche.
Much like cordwood before Axe's axe, Dyer's top
Should have eaten
tower
up in this
is
game
under
2-8-1 and
attack.
6. You do is their wisdom shrine, though.
Yeah.
Oh, do they?
Edisha TPs for it. And Saberlight gets there in just the nick of time. Another Galvanized stack. And they'll still eventually finish off Roshan. BK's got the damage, and Sania's got the body.
Well worth it here. And man, it's just so many Galvanized stacks on Storm. 19. There's so much extra mana to farm with, clear on the map with. You're getting power runes on top of it. You're gonna need a Hex at some point in this lineup. And that's gonna be a very long way away.
Liquid gonna fix their lanes. Lifestealer deal with top. Looks like they want to try and take the Aegis away from it. With the Orchid and the Static Storm, they should be able to do so. They just have to make sure they get out. which with the Storm Spirit on the map, never can be too careful. Hastrun going to be popped.
That's a great pickoff if you survive with everybody else. Hastrun was popped on the Storm too, so they could really want something in return.
Yeah, they didn't lose. Okay, looks like goes to call us for it, but it's definitely worth the trade.
Yeah. For worth it. They also finished the BKB on the Razor, so that's part one of this.
And Bloodthorn on the Naga Siren.
Yep, a lot of damage.
Yeah, big damage upgrade.
Downside of this Bloodthorn is you are going to go into a liquid lineup that are all building Dispels, because the Dispels are really good for the many.
Sure.
You already have Greaves on the Techies. You already have BKB on the Storm. You just got Yules on the Sand King. You're going to have a Hurricane Pike on the Enchantress. Your Bloodthorn targets are really limited. There's going to be a BKB on the Lifestealer next up for Mickey.
Do you think that
It seems hard to use it here in the early game. I mean, it'll scale over time. The longer fights go, you'll get later pop, but
yeah. Do you think you have to go
Radiant's
Bloodthorn
middle
on
tower
Naga
is under
Siren?
attack.
Because it feels like it's just such a crucial item to the hero now for... It gives you all the damage that you were typically lacking early on, right?
hold that thought off.
Dyer's
There's no
bottom
one.
tower is under attack.
Breaking some smokes right now.
Kicking off the BKB, he's going to get changed up here. Static Storm trying to create a little bit of deflection alongside the Song. Now Nisha's still committing here. Oh, the Lifestealer just got blown up, man. Naga Siren with the Bloodthorn is deadly. But now those resources have been used. Liquid are going to push forward and try and catch heroes off of it. DM taking a lot of damage from the Infinite. Nisha picks up that one kill and plays for regen. Storm onto the Razor. You manage to kill Boxy. Burrow strike up in. Storm Sphere commits for that kill. Clipper goes off. No one actually turning around with the Essence Ring and Nisha. He has to use the rest of his mana to zip away, but he got caught. He gets caught, glimpsed back. He turns and fights and hopes that he can survive with all of these stacks. Dude, he's got so much mana regen.
It's all going to disappear.
Yeah,
Only
goes
3
away.
actually, so not too bad. But man, that streak as well. Such a good fight for PARIVISION. The Razor tanked so much damage there.
Seriously.
I wish I could see how much of this 10k went into no one. It felt like everything. He had Essence Ring. He had Vampiric Essence Ring. He's putting Mage Slayer hits in everybody. He's getting Glimmer Cape. Getting Song. He's getting Piped.
He has the Thunderhead facet too, so if you focus the Razor and he lives, he's just doing a lot more damage.
So much healing. Liquid did not burst him down. They paid a heavy price for it. I thought he was going to be in a lot worse situation when he didn't get BKB off here.
Yeah, especially with the an Enchantress, but Song coming out, really good timing, quickly gets rid of that and focuses on the Lifestealer.
Yeah, 6 Song from Satanic. Perfectly bails out the Razor and then sets you up for the Lifestealer kill with net under Static Storm.
What a read from no one to go back in like that.
Mercape bails him out.
Yeah.
Another Essence Ring pop. He gets 2 of them off in this fight. And it's giving him the Lifesteal. That was super pivotal neutral.
Back in the game though. Smoke up from PARIVISION, looking to snowball things. Ready to save the light and Boxy, but they're also running into mine, so Call's already dead. He has been crucial for the success of PARIVISION in so many of these fights. This fight without their 2 supports might be a little bit rough. The Enchantress is eventually going to die here, and Mickey pops out from that invest inside the back with all the illusions, but here comes the Burrow strike up the center, doing some good damage, but the Lifestealer's already dead, and now Satanic resets the fight.
Still have a lot of link damage here.
Yeah, Nisha, they know the biggest threat is that Storm Spirit. Once they have it locked down with the Ensnare, it's all over.
These songs have been on point from Satanic. I feel like the more I watch this kid, the more he impresses me, which is a tall bar already, but he can just play so many styles of character. And his button pressing is immaculate. Another great fight for no one. He gets a full 200 damage link. The downside of infesting that Enchantress there. Not doing anything to this Razor while he's just leeching out the damage.
And because he died at the start of the fight, still has his full arrangement here and kills Saberlight. So that is effectively a wipe.
PARIVISION are just playing well, especially from a rough position with this Storm snowballing. Liquid haven't been able to put the Lifestealer Storm combination to that much work in these fights. I think it's been the biggest issue.
Yeah.
And you don't have Ags on the Lifestealer, so there's not he's not really doing anything playing independent. He's just getting linked. He's not infesting the Razor or anything like that. Just another ensnare out of the song. Easy storm kill. No BKB left. Have the execution on that song yet either. Another big problem Liquid are going to have to fight through is you get the shard, all of a sudden you just pop song whenever the epicenter comes out, you nullify all the sanctions doing it.
Yep. Back-to-back team fights for PARIVISION, and they are now well in the lead. 10,000 net worth despite the kill score being even. PARIVISION never shy about hitting the high ground when they have this big of a lead. Go straight down mid.
Middle tower is under attack. Dire structures are
Plan is in full effect. Is Razor alive? He's all of your single target physical damage.
Dire's middle tower
A lot of tools to do that.
That is for certain.
Damage on no one will give you some extra siege here.
Dire's middle
Timing for
tower
that.
has fallen. War has been
Careful of these
declared
glimpses
on
too.
Dire's middle
Going like
barracks.
this.
Threatening the epicenter. Storm Spirits
Dire's
back
middle
up.
barracks have fallen.
PARIVISION will
Excellent.
call quits on the push. Foxy does steal the Shrine of Wisdom.
So we'll pick up.
Something for Liquid to hold on to.
You get the BKB done on the Lifestealer, so the Static Storm is not going to control him at all anymore.
Run off.
Yeah.
You could now maybe more comfortably look for aggressive initiations with the Infest Bomb if you want to go that route.
He's still going to get a little bit controlled. DM picks up an Aghanim Scepter. So, get some punches. Nice blast catch. Oh, Nisha. Very dead.
Is pleased.
Right as Liquid were probably looking to make a move, they lose their Storm Spirit again. Now down to 10 galvanized stacks. And of course, whenever PARIVISION wins a fight, they just take over the whole map because they've got Naga Siren. So Illusion's pushing every lane.
Yeah, he's killing all three ways right now.
Yeah.
Perfect illusion placement.
Dire's middle
Everything into
barracks
Liquid
are
base.
under attack.
Gonna lead another kickoff here.
Yeah, Boxy.
Axe is pleased.
I mean,
Dire's
perhaps the
middle
idea
barracks
is
are
there.
under attack.
You got Lotus Orb on the Sand King, you got Hurricane Pike on the Enchantress. The utility items are all there for Liquid. Now,
Dire's top
they too far
tower
behind, they
is
don't have
under
the damage.
attack.
Heroes are tanking up fast on the side of PARIVISION. The Heart was done for the Naga.
Dire's middle
Axe to the
barracks
Darkseer, a lot of
have
extra HP, and
Dire's top
can't act the
tower is
Razor.
under attack.
putting out soon here.
With a shield rune for this next fight, too.
He's so big. Like,
Dire's top
this
tower
stupid
is in
Vampiric Essence
one
ring
of
on
them.
top of all this is just not fair, man.
Yeah, I was thinking
Really
about the,
Where are you going?
in some ways, like almost guaranteed Vampiric. Like, you're going to get it out of one of your items, right? One of the tier 1s, tier 2s, tier 3s.
I mean, at least Valve made Storm Surge reflection damage, so you can't spell Lifesteal off that.
That is...
Otherwise, this would just be completely broken.
Boxing again. Stabilize. Gonna pop his epicenter. Heads to the back. Just joining them. They do manage to get a pretty good shot. The Static Storm still goes off. Outside the wall. Satanic stay low. They do manage to pop him. Stormseer dies for it. No one can still maybe carry this fight. So he's taking a lot of damage. Hurricane back into mines. And infinite shots just raining down. On this poor Razor. More shots onto DM. Glimmer Cape goes out. They still have vision of him, though.
DM's gonna run. Little tumbler toy action, and Liquid probably too far away to catch up to him now.
Great fight, though. That's the aggressive infest potential that BKB on the Lifestealer unlocks, because you're not afraid of going into that Static Storm. They're able to just jump Satanic, bring him down completely.
Dire's middle tower
Like,
is
she's wide
under
open.
attack.
Massive damage coming out from the Sand King, centered around that one position.
Yeah.
This Razor honestly didn't survive that long on his own. He needs the help of the team. Once he's isolated, he got Hurricane Piked. That's kind of it.
Foxy survived through all of this, by the way.
He got glimpsed back, right?
Yeah, he got
Really
glimpsed back,
awkward.
then songed, and then he runs right.
Almost like no one popping BKB instantly there ended up hurting him more in the long run. But I think that fight is just screwed when you get jumped like that. You're right on top of the Naga Siren. If the Naga Siren doesn't get bailed out, the fight's tough for PARIVISION.
Yeah.
Now, if they can bail out Satanic there, he gets Song off. Could be looking at a very different set of circumstances. And there is one X factor in this game, which is always that Ag Static Storm. which Ducalis can ever get there.
Yeah, he's thinking about it now. I actually really love his build of Glimmer, Cape, Mech, just like full survivability, because DM didn't apparently want to go Greaves. The Halberd, he went Pipe, and then
Yeah, they have a lot of utility.
opted for the Ags.
Double Glimmer between the supports, Mech, Pipe, Halberd. It's worked for them so far. I think this build's been completely fine. It's just if this game goes another 10, 20 minutes and you get Ags, that changes these fights a lot.
Yeah. I mean, hell, Nightclaw's is going to turn into a core of his own. He already has the Shard and is working towards a full-out Parasma. We've seen this Bat Rider like 100-0 heroes with this Lasso build.
It'll fight in this game as Infested Storm Spirit. Looking for a repeat. They do get scanned. They know this is coming.
Immediately hit the Burrow Strike onto no one, but this is not a fight that Saberlight really wants to take just yet. Epicenter's going to go out. No one's still holding on to that BKB and the Satanic, but there's the Storm Zip, and they got the supports. It looks like full Ducalis, and no, not Class, because the song goes out, catching Mickey. Mickey's got Rage and BKB. No one's going to pop a Satanic. Starts manning up against Mickey. He wins that fight. Liquid not losing any other heroes just yet. All they lost was Saberlight, who bought back, and it's on his way soon. Mickey now has to use BKB. Blastoff comes in, doesn't hit the real Naga Siren. Already backed away. Now Mickey needs to be able to break the link. Nisha gets the grab onto no one, trying to get him. He's fast, but not that fast. Can't run away from Liquid, who are here in force with their buyback from the Sand King, and look to take Roche.
Okay, standing tall. Not a lot of ability to man fight this Lifestealer unless you get a crazy link on him, and the Lotus Orb placements in that fight prevented no one having the impact he wanted. No good link target.
Will say, I mean, Liquid, they win that fight, would get Roche on as a result. His age is going to go a long ways for them. I feel like it is kind of a stay of execution, perhaps the start of a comeback. But it feels like PARIVISION is still like 1 point away from winning the game.
For sure, but I don't know. It feels like Satanic isn't getting the impact he wants in these fights versus the Storm and the Lifestealer. They're having issues locking the Storm down. They're having issues full committing onto the Lifestealer with this BKB up. He's just kiting around basically the whole fight, which is fine, but then it takes so long for them to wear through these BKBs and the buyback from the Sand King that eventually your BKB on the Razor's out, and then he just gets melted and kited, hit by a Hurricane Pike or some techies disarm. Supports from Liquid are doing a lot of work in the fights in terms of damage and just controlling the Razor.
Yeah.
And you have double Lotus Orb to get through. You saw it be a big nuisance for this Link.
Then it feels like then the fight changes pretty dramatically if PARIVISION can get the initiation, right? Even if they don't kill somebody with the initiation, it forces the BKB, and then you can use the song to stall out the BKB. Once the BKB's gone, then Bloodthorn, and you can actually commit to a hero.
I just don't know how you're getting the jump this game. I guess you could send Naga Illusions in and try and jump with the bat, but there's a decent chance Liquid smoke for every fight they take and just jump the Storm in.
Yeah.
And the problem is you can't static Storm that because they have BKB, so you don't have control for that. That's what's frustrating PARIVISION right now. You either need a Hex so that you can lasso somebody, drag them into Hex, or force super early BKBs out of Liquid, or you need the Ags Disruptor here.
Well, they're not getting any of those items anytime soon. Mines go off. Think Boxy, maybe, did any pings go off there from Liquid?
PARIVISION seem unaware of what is behind them right now.
Yeah, the smoked Storm Spirit with an infested Lifestealer and a shield room. He's willing to take any kind of fight because he's got all this HP and an extra life. You know what? It is going to get lassoed, though. Now the zip back in from Nisha. Losing the Sand King, a dieback especially, a good wall, that's going to kite him out. You can see PARIVISION are just trying to kite the Lifestealer, kite the Storm Spirit as much as possible. Mickey has to use BKB. They go all in for no one pops BKB, but he does that Satanic heals. Nisha, he still has that Aegis. It's Boxy and Mickey who have to play a little safe here. Blastoff going out, kills some of the illusions. Insania in the mix here. Pulled. Oh, actually managed to get away from that. Satanic is on the real Insania right now. Or vice versa, a little bit of mines going out. Good disarm for Boxy to try and stall this even more. But it's up to Nisha to come back in. And what was that damage, man? That's some Parasma damage right there.
130 damage proximity mine. See you later, Agi carry.
Full magic damage from the Storm, and Techies blows up the Naga Siren. Jeez.
Boxy is wrecking these fights.
He is.
He's doing so much damage, and they managed to kill the Razor in a single Storm Vortex, basically. He gets BKB off, but he's so low he can't Satanic back up. Same thing with Satanic here. He gets Vortex once into mine, he's dead. It's just too fast. The burst, too much. In theory, this was a great fight. No Sand King for the entire fight. You have Aegis on the Storm, which does a lot of work here, but
the way they kited him out initially looked really good.
And you never got Mika here. He ended up walking all of this off.
Yeah, he pops BKB, starts running.
Naga's just not making its impact felt. It's just all kiting, trying to kill Enchantress. Can't kill Enchantress.
I would love to know just how much, like,
War
magic
has come
resistance
to Radiant's bottom
is missing
tower.
on the Naga Siren in this moment, because he got hit by double mines, and then he gets Parasma hit as well.
Well, we're going to see it here. Minus 13%.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Taking pure damage plus.
Yeah, that is a decent amount of magic resistance reduction. For sure. It's working out for Liquid here.
You combine the AoE disable that he was doing with Reacted Taser and the blast-offs as well, controlling the illusions. Boxy. Techie's putting in some heavy work, and he's going to have blast-off cooldown now. Storm Spirits picked up the Electric Vortex duration as well. First strike cooldown for Saberlight. Even level 20 on the Enchantress. Untouchable attack speed slow.
Need this Disruptor Axe. We're getting to the point where if you want to still win this game as PARIVISION, you're going to need a Disruptor Axe. You're going to need to play for that combo. Refresher on Razor would also help, because right now Liquid are just getting everything they want. The Axe dump for the Lifestealer is going to make no one's life even more difficult. It's the only right clicker in the squad.
Callis is still a ways away. He's halfway there, but Disruptor is not the fastest farming hero. Is a bit of a problem. Maybe Saberlight?
It's a great ward.
Saberlight does have Lotus and Mules, but he already got linked, so this is pretty rough for him. He can halberd no one, extend his life a little bit longer, but not enough for Liquid to bail him out.
Don't get it twisted.
Kill the Croaker.
Merciless.
It's another big pickoff for PARIVISION, keeping him in this game.
Looking for me?
We're going for the Disruptor. Closing in. It's not that far off. I mean, he could also just sell, right? Like, you could sell mech here. Bad coordinating. I think that might be the play.
More fuel for the fire.
They do have the ultimate team fight winning combo. Song, Vacuum, Aghanim, Static Storm.
Yeah, that is incredibly nasty if you get caught in it on the side of Liquid. There's no save for it. Wind Waker will be available for Sand King eventually here, but not 100% reliable. Paul's getting the space right now.
He is. Being a part of a kill.
Go sell his
Farming
mech.
these two camps over and over again. And he is going to sell his mech.
Yeah, I think it's the correct decision.
Still a little off. Still needs another 140, but
Should have sold his wand.
could have. But back to those trusty camps that he's been farming for the last 3 minutes.
Get the math exactly right.
I'm a little bit surprised that Liquid is taking it chill.
They're waiting for next Roche and they feel confident in their position, but I don't know if that's 100% true.
I mean, we know that
Usually
Disruptor
Promisha.
Axe is coming in, so
That's a lot of mana.
he's gonna have to use his BKB here. Saberlight and Insania are here to back him up, but if anything, they may be the ones caught. Wait, Mickey went into the back line. Oh no!
Axe static.
Well, there's the reveal of the Aghanim Scepter. Now Saberlight's gonna get run down as well. And all goes so wrong for Liquid.
Mech Sail. He's off instantly. All it takes is a normal punch on that Light Stealer into the Static Storm. He was being a little greedy with his BKB because he just didn't see that item yet.
Yeah. He's thinking, I have BKB, I have Aghanim Scepter, there's so many ways I could save myself.
How could I possibly die here? I'm a Light Stealer. Yeah, level 25 on the Razor. That's a big damage upgrade.
Oh yeah, combined with the refresher that he's going to be picking up soon. I mean, Liquid know how terrifying the late game Razor is. Mickey's run it a few times.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Back to trying to hold high ground. Liquid, second lane of barracks is going to fall.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack. Dire's bottom barracks have fallen.
Yeah, they are.
It was you.
I mean, they say 20 seconds left on Light Stealer. Force Liquid into a 3 versus 5. Force the buyback out. Oh, there it is. They've got the back up there. Those two are both there. Those two supports are absolutely cool. Nisha's not caught in it, though. He tries to kill College. Does get snared up. He has the BKB. Back to the fountain he goes. 3 seconds until the other two wards are back up, and they do have a glitch. Storm Spirit, he's got the effect. They're going after Satanic. They're going to kill him. BKB goes up and down. There's no BKB on the Storm Spirit. A lot of damage on the Satanic. He has to reset a little bit. DM right in the middle with no one battling it out against Mickey. He can't stand up against all this damage. Stable Light, he certainly can't do it either. The Eye of the Storm just keep on raining in. Foxy joins it down. He dies as well. Liquid fall 1 by 1, and the series is done.
It was looking so much better for a while. They could not close it out. They waited that 3 or 4 minute period in that mid game where they took their foot off the pedal.